Of the Partridge Family.
Well, it gave me character.
He's had his problems in life.
Plus, the bloopers Shirley Jones is only showing to us.
Television shows of the 1970s, but behind the glamour, the real lives of the actors who played the Partridge Family were not always as happy as the theme song. Now Stacey Galante with the inside story of America's favorite singing family.
Come on, get happy.
Few could resist getting happy along with the Partridge Family.
As long as you're with me, our love's so together.
And this Saturday night, Partridge Mania will hit all over again when Come On Get Happy airs on ABC.
Out of sight, huh? Yeah.
The consultant for the movie was none other than the show's original devilish redhead, Danny Bonaduce, who's now a DJ on Star 98 in Los Angeles.
It's a Partridge Family movie, but as told through my experiences, people will be really surprised when they see it.
Surprised because behind the bright velvet suits and catchy pop tunes, everyone on the show wasn't always getting happy. Danny says when the show went off the air, he turned to drugs. A decade ago, after being arrested a second time for cocaine-related charges, Danny cleaned himself up in rehab.
I look back at all that stuff and think, well, it gave me character.
He's had his problems in life, but my gosh, he's turned out to be a wonderful man and a wonderful father, a wonderful husband, and, you know, he's doing very well now.
Shirley Jones, who played the widowed Mrs. Partridge, was like a real mom to her TV children and concerned about all of their problems, like those of David Cassidy, who was actually Shirley's stepson. After the Partridge Family, David temporarily dropped out of show business, unable to handle being a teen idol.
I've been touring about, I guess, 3.5 years, and I'm really tired.
And Susan Day, pretty Lori Partridge, who went on to star on L.A. Law, has admitted to having an eating disorder while on the show.
She was anorexic, and at that time we didn't know what it was all about, you know. I mean, nobody knew what it was then.
So what happened to the rest of the Partridge clan? Well, the original pint-sized drummer Chris, Jeremy Gelbwax, is now getting his master's degree at New York's Columbia University.
You're not David Cassidy,
No, I am not David Cassidy.
Where he sometimes bumps into a whole new generation of fans.
It was a fantastic opportunity, you know. I think I was very lucky to have been on that show.
Brian Forster, who replaced Jeremy during the second season, is living in the fast lane as a race car driver who still dabbles in acting.
Most of the time people recognize me, but they don't know where from. But when they find out, they go, that's it. You're him.
And Tracy Partridge, actress Suzanne Crowe Condre, is married and is managing a Nevada shoe store.
We were catered to as kids. Red carpet was rolled out. You know, we had a lot of fun.
Remember the 4-year-old wisecracking neighbor Ricky Siegel? Today, he's a preacher in San Antonio, Texas, and only recently told his congregation about his Partridge days.
And a whole bunch of them went. Because I don't tell people.
The Partridge Family's manager, Reuben Kincaid, a.k.a. actor Dave Madden, now does voiceovers in commercials. And as for Oscar winner Shirley Jones, she's still working nonstop, recently appearing on The Drew Carey Show and Sabrina, the Teenage Witch. But it's always the Partridge Family people want to hear about.
A lot of people said to you, Shirley, don't play this character. Don't do TV. Did it really affect your career?
Yes. I had done 28 motion pictures before I did the Partridge Family, and nobody remembers me except as Mrs. Partridge.
And here's a real thrill for Partridge Family fans. Shirley is allowing us to show exclusive bloopers from the set.
I'm never going in that grocery store again. Wrong line.
Shirley says when Danny had a laughing fit, she took extreme measures.
I said, Susan, go get the milk. And she went over and she got the milk, and she went, poured it right over his head. Well, he almost died. I said, see that? That's what happens when you laugh and don't go on with the scene.
And things were a little frustrating for Susan Day, who had an unfulfilled crush on David Cassidy.
All the girls in America wanted David, and all the boys in America wanted Susan, so it seemed natural that they should, you know, get together.
He felt it was a mistake. He was too busy for any kind of relationship at that time.
As for little Danny, he wasn't the first choice of one female fan who snuck on the set looking for romance.
She's looking for David Cassidy, and David already had a room full of girls. And I guess her theory was any partridge in a storm.
After 4 years and 94 episodes, the Partridge Family bus ride came to an end, mostly because of David.
It was tough. I mean, the girls were hanging around the set every day, hanging outside the gate. He had no privacy whatsoever.
The Partridge Family wasn't actually canceled. David Cassidy quit, so they fired us. And I'm thinking, I could have been somebody.
As for David, he's busy doing his own Partridge TV movie, which has led to reports of a competition between him and Danny.
I called up David Cassidy. I said, hey, are we feuding? And he didn't call back, so we may be.
There are no problems between Shirley and Danny. She recently called into his radio show.
Hiya, Shirley.
Hi, Danny.
How are you?
I'm okay, sweetheart. How you doing?
Very well.
And there was another big surprise in store for Danny. We secretly drove Dave Madden over to his house for a surprise reunion.
Oh, my God. How are you?
Fine, buddy. How are you?
I just called the Screen Actors Guild for your number an hour ago.
And did they give it to you?
I'm excited for a moment there. No, they actually said you were dead.
Oh, yeah.
All of the Partridge cast will forever be bonded by their unforgettable days on TV. And we thought it'd be fun to have them all sing their classic theme song just one more time.
Hello, world. Come on, get happy.
What we'll be bringing will make you happy.
Come on, get happy.
Ironically, Shirley Jones is now going through a bitter breakup with her real-life husband, Marty Ingalls.
So the drama continues off-screen, but the Partridge family's place in history is secure. The family lunchbox is on display at the Smithsonian.